It's your boy C's, and we're here. Bunyanz Force. I'm back in it. You know, hey, 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 hey. Back in it, back in it. I'm not gonna continue to say, yeah, I'm back in it. I'm gonna lock in because I got so much stuff going on. But I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best. But we here. You know what I'm saying? We back. It's Bunyanz Force. Buckle up, man. It's that time. Let's get it. All right, we in the building. We're in the building. We're in the building. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, all right. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on today. Today's episode is called "Haters and Sinners," right? Because today on today's picks and screens segment of the show, we are going to be talking about Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan's smash hit "Sinners," but also like we're gonna talk a lot. First, we're gonna talk about a lot of haterism, man. It's been a lot of haterism going on, man. It's been a lot of haterism, and what I'm talking about, people are like, "What's going on? What you talking about?" Like haterism, like who's hating? The NFL is hating on Shedeur Sanders, man. It is so nasty. It's nasty, but I'll tell you, it's a number of different factors that are playing a part in this. Look, everybody knows when you're a black quarterback, you gotta really you gotta be twice as good to get half as far. Like it's for real. Like it's dead ass. Like you really gotta be on your P's and Q's. They want you to really look a certain way. Shedeur Sanders' problem has been that he's not one of these sob stories. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? The NFL, well, football coaches in general, especially when you get to college and everything like that, they like kids that need this shit. Like they like kids that, like, yo, I need this. Like this is it. Like it's this or it's back to the, you know what I'm saying? Like, is this or back to the block? I've literally heard coaches say, yo, I'm gonna send your ass back to the projects. I've heard this. I've heard this before. I've heard this before. My teammates, you know what I'm saying, in college, the D1 program, yeah. Heard it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's really like that. Coaches really want desperation. They want they want you to like really have I'll die for this shit, coach. Like, that's what they want. They really want that. They really want, like, yo, coach, I'll give it all for this, coach. Like, I really throw it all away, coach. Like, coach, I don't care, coach. I'll die. I'll die, coach. That's what they want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. So the fact that Shedeur Sanders been out here flashing the AP up, you know what I'm saying, and balling and stunting on them, that really got them, you know what I'm saying? That really got them out of their body. And it was like, we're really gonna show this boy. We're gonna show this boy. We're gonna show this boy who run the league. We're gonna show this boy. And Dion ain't making no better talking about, he was gonna veto his sons going to certain, going going to certain franchises and stuff like that, like he Arch Manning. Like, they ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? They really did not like that. So they was like, okay, we're gonna show them. Like, we really gonna show them. At the end of the day, this is good old boy club, and we're gonna show them how these good old boys do. And for sure, they had, Shedeur sitting, sitting. He'll get picked up. He'll get picked up today. It's impossible he doesn't get picked up today. No, he'll get picked up today. They really doing too much. But they really just wanted to humble him. There's this real big push for let's just keep it a buck, for white men to humble confident black men. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then there's this whole idea like they're trying to belittle his accomplishments in college. And I'm like, dog, like at first, is it one mic or is it Uchiwali? Because they was talking like at the beginning, like think about the beginning of the last season. They were saying that they was only gonna win one conference game, right? And then boys overperformed. But now it's like, that wasn't nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, you went 12 or 13 and this and the other. Colorado, they had won one game before them boys had got there. And they built them up to where they a top 25 program now. Come on, man. That got to mean something. Like, it's a lot of haterism going on. It's a lot of haterism going on. That's all it can be like. That's all we can really say it is. That's honestly what it is. They hate that he don't need it. You know, they hate that he got this paper already. They hate that he's flashy, he's confident, arrogant. You know, as they would say. You know, but when Baker Mayfield was doing it, he's got moxie. He's got moxie. When Baker was doing that shit, he's got moxie. He's just got that. That's a leader. That's what you want. You want that. You want your quarterback. You want your field general to have that type of passion. You know what I'm saying? It was that type of. But you know, I like when we go back and we look at Shedeur in college. Man, they won some games they weren't even supposed to win, and he made some big plays. That boy accurate, man. We can say what we want. Maybe it's questions about his arm strength. I can understand that, but Jackson Dart not better than. Come on, Shedeur Sanders. Like, what are we doing? The Giants are a joke of a franchise anyway. You see what they gave up, basically they gave up a MVP caliber player. You know what I'm saying? Because and kept Daniel Jones just to release him. It's a horrible, as a poverty franchise. It's a horrible franchise, horribly run. So it is what it is. But Jackson Dart, like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? They said he was similar to Mitch Trubisky. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It don't. I know it don't. I know it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's hate. It's hate. It's okay. And it's they making a statement like, yo, nobody's bigger than the Shield. It is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? You better pipe down, sir. But congratulations to my dog Cam Ward. Congratulations. Getting it out the mud, personified. Homie was 0 stars. Ended up being the #1 pick. That's like for your youngins out there, that's grind and dedication. That's not worrying about the glitz and glam. That's not worried about the clout, what the people are saying. That's really focused on the mission. Day in, day out. That's a different type of hustle. You know what I'm saying? That's something we got to commend. I can't wait to see what this young man does in the league for real. Like, seriously, I've been a fan because I'm a fan of, I'm a U. I'm a Miami fan, Canes, you know, football. So, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a Duke basketball fan, so don't even get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Don't even get it twisted. But, yeah, I'm a Miami Hurricanes football fan. Been that way since the 90s, so it is what it is. But, yeah, big dog. He came through, made some huge plays, played with Moxie, you know, set records. You know what I'm saying? And he, you know, he's got the proper temperament. So I'm really excited to see what he does. But, you know, Shedeur, they hating on you, man. They hating on you, young man. They hating on you. But let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the biggest story going on in media right now. Y'all favorite sports uncle. Hey, what's going on here, man? What is really going on here, man? Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe. Okay, first of all, I'm not cool with the, you know, your kink is your kink. I'm not gonna kink shame. But it's always nasty when you got the slave play, you know, type thing going on. Shorty is 19 years old too. Like, it was, you know, he met Shorty when she was 19. He like in his mid-50s now. It is what it is, man. I'm not here to police that. He got the paper, the cabbage. He over here tricking off. That's what he's doing. But he forgot the #1 rule. The trick is only focused on the money. They do not care. They do not care about you, sir. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to the strip club and really trying to, like, really falling in love with the, you know, the stripper when she's doing the lap dance. When she asking you, oh, so what do you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, it's really goofy behavior. She does not love you. This is a game, bro. This is a game. And he got too loose with that. All that talking, big black man gonna choke it. Like, yo, what we doing? Like, what we doing, man? What we doing? And it's so crazy. Like, he was at his, he was about to buy NBC. He was at his moment, man. He was about to get his $100 million deal. He was about to get papered up. And then Shorty come through with the, but you know what else has been rumored? Somehow it's been rumored that Shaq might have had something to do with this, and I don't know. Somehow they have beef, and Matt Barnes was caught on a hot wire, basically soliciting dirt on Shannon to try to, you know, get him and knock him down a peg. Wow, like wild stuff. And if you want to hear that, it's on my IG. Make sure you follow at C's Capital in real life and tune into that. It's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's wild. So I hope, like, I was like, rich niggas, like, they move different, because this is some real like corporate espionage type shit. Like, this is some real like Succession type shit. If this really what happened, like if Shaq really maybe he facilitated the meeting with Busby, or maybe he facilitated the plan to, like, you know what I'm saying, get her to, I don't know. I mean, that's all speculation. We don't know. What we do know, the facts of the matter is, Shannon Sharpe was moving green out here, moving like a goofy out here. That's what we do know. And we do know. And we do know he too damn old. This man got an AARP card, bro. Why is your bedroom business out here in these streets? Why do we know about several of your escapades, your sexual escapades? See, that Michelle shit was cute till it wasn't. Now niggas use that as a ding, like, nah, like, all right, this is on a list. On top of the fact, you got to take a step away from ESPN. There are rumors and speculations that they saying he might be done with ESPN. He's saying he's going to come back in June or whenever, but we don't know. You know, we'll see. But they're saying it's been 3 cases over there. It's been three separate events over there. He said he's been accused of, sexual assault and all that other stuff. SA, real messy stuff, man. Real messy stuff. But the wild thing is he was talking about Donna Rollins dating, a youngin', a 23-year-old or something like that, right? His baby mom's like young, 23 or something. Or 23 when they, got together, or she's probably older now. I don't know. But yeah, like, you was talking how you throwing rocks with a glass house, Rucko. Like, and then on his video where he's signing off, and he's saying, like, thank you. I always keep it real with your family. You didn't keep it real there, because if you would have kept it real with Donnell, you could have been like, yeah, I like him young too, because you do. You obviously do. You like him young. You like him young in Alabaster. You like the creamy. You like the milk. Yeah, spilt milk. This is spilt milk right here. This is all. It's messy. It's making a stain too. It's and you too old. Like, you too old for this shit, Shannon. For real. Like, we keeping it a buck. You mid-50s, like, bro. Because it's going to take at least 4 or 5 years for people to forget about this. But not really. They never going to forget about this. We got Michelle. Then we got this joint right here. He was about to get 100 milli. Are they still going to give you 100 milli? You know how corporate is. Negotiations get tricky. Since this happened, we're going to take away some leverage. Like, hey, we need control and power over this, that. Like, because, you're an investment. Our shareholders. Our shareholders don't feel comfortable with this type of risk. We need some safeguards and some fail safes in place to help protect our investment. And making sure that if something like this were to happen again, that it wouldn't ruin us. That's what they're gonna be saying to him. Watch. That's what they're gonna be saying to him. All over, like, what I'm saying? All over, like, OnlyFans box, bro. Like, come on, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? I don't understand it. And they said it was like multiple years. So, like, and then she moved with him or some joint. Like, so he was really like rocking with this joint. That was his personal yeah. What's going on, Shan? That's crazy. You could do better than that. You could do better than that. I don't know. It's messy out here, man. I don't know. But it's just another one bites the dust, dog. This is another man taken down by box. Chasing that cat. Oh, man. It's I don't know. Maybe he'll bounce back. Maybe he can fight this off. Maybe the fuck. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, maybe they'll still drop that 100 million. Maybe they'll be like, nah, we don't even care about that. It is nasty work, though. The fact that how she recorded it is just, everything is just nasty. But I thought you couldn't record conversations in California without consent. So that should be interesting too on like how, if that, like if that recording is even admissible, if she's talking about dropping the sex tape, that's gonna be crazy. Like, come on, man. Dropping the sex tape, that's gonna be absolutely insane. Like, he gonna be talking nuts on there. Like, he gonna be talking crazy. And it's just it's just gonna be a bad look. It's just gonna be a bad look, man. Y'all uncle, because shit, my uncles are, I only claim my uncles, my actual blood. You know what I'm saying? But y'all's uncle, y'all gotta give him some, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta give him some coof, man. He gotta learn the way. Shannon gotta go back into the film room because he out here making some missteps, some misfires, some pivotal, like first of all, how you go live, don't it count down to go live and anything? Like, so how you go live on accident? Then this joint right here, like, why are you talking on the phone with her like this, bro? Like, what you got going on? Like, you not understanding your position on all the stuff that you have to lose versus her and what she got to lose. On top of the fact she's young, so she really don't care. Like, she got time to make mistakes and do whatever she want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? 4 years from now, she'll forget about this. She'll be like 24. She'll be like, what, 24? You know what I'm saying? She'll forget about this. Won't be nothing. She'll probably be, man. But this for him, this for Shannon, this is going to be a big moment in his life. Like, this is going to be a huge moment. Like, and it's just sad, man. It's just tough, man. I wouldn't even say it is sad, because I mean, it's just like, this is why you can't be a goofy out here. These are the trials and tribulations of tricking. This is what happens when you trick, man. These are the pitfalls of tricking. See, because when you trick, you got women around you who don't even like you. They're only there for the paper. They are here for the paper. So you really like bringing snakes around you, honestly. You know what I'm saying? You bringing snakes around you for a nut. That's crazy. That's wild. Like, they might backdoor you. You put a trick. You a trick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really with professionals right now. Like, so they ain't no telling who they in touch with, what type of element, the type of, you know what I'm saying? The back doors, that they get open. Because you dealing with it. Come on, man. You got to know what you're dealing with. You got to be more savvy than that. You got to be more savvy than that. And this is like I was saying earlier, he's lucky. This could have gone a whole different type of way, It could have been he was in there getting some BDSM type stuff going on, and then he got robbed or something like that, something crazy. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been something serious. I mean, this is serious. This is gonna hurt his pockets, but it could have been. You never know. You gotta be careful on who you give access to. You feel me? Like, this is another, you know what I'm saying, example of that. And that's crazy. Like, that's absolutely crazy. That type of stuff make me like, that make you not want to be around people. Cause Shorty was definitely plotting on his downfall. Shorty was plotting on his downfall. She didn't care if she ruined him. She didn't care about none of that. His reputation, embarrassment, none of that mattered. She was like, dog, you going down, bucko. I need this paper. You know what I'm saying? 50 M's. He was supposed to, reports are saying that he was going to settle for 10 million. He was going to give her 10 mil. That's crazy. 10 mil. We talking about wealth now. All right. So wealth, like, you supposed to be an elder, a black man, an elder. You let some cat get you all 10 million, like cost you $10 million. $10 million. $10 million, but you always over here talking to Ocho. Always telling Ocho what he need to do, what he don't do. Talking about Ocho when Ocho bought that car. Yeah, he gonna do that and the other. Yeah, nigga, what you gonna do? What you gonna do to yourself, sir? Sir, hold yourself accountable, sir. You talking about all this? This is a coordinated attack. This is what happened with black men. Black men, nigga, you did this to you. First of all, you know the history of this country, doggy. You put yourself in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Not all people are like that, but you put yourself in this situation. You risked your biscuit. Why? Why? I don't know. Because that must have been, come on, man. It must have been this, that must have been premium milk for him. Because that's crazy. That's crazy. And you out in LA, you acting like you couldn't get no yoga instructor or nothing like that. Like, you had to keep this traveling, your traveling part. Like, what are we doing? You that much into your fetish, into your kink that you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have a specialist, nigga. Like, that's neither here nor there. Prayers to that man. Prayers to that man, to y'all uncle. I wish him the best. I hope, you know what I'm saying? I hope that things, I hope things work out for Shannon. You know, I'm sure he'll be all right. You know, I'm sure that he'll be all right. But let's move on. All right, picks and screen segment. We're here. Picks and screens. We doing it. All right. So picks and screens is when I pick and select a movie that you need to see on the big screen or on your TV screen. All right. That's what it's all about. That's what we doing. So whether it be series on streamers or if we're talking about movies in the box office, I got you covered. So today, what we're gonna be talking about is what everybody's been talking about, is Ryan Coogler's box office smash hit starring Michael B. Jordan, Sinners. All right. So it's listed as a horror slash action, suspense, but honestly, it's whatever you want it to be. Honestly, it's a little mix of everything. Even got some musical elements into it. Right. It's a great, great, great movie, in my opinion. Out of stars, I would say is I would say it's 4.75 stars out of 5, right? And I don't never, I don't know. You honestly don't want to give anything 5 stars just because, especially not the first show that I do. I don't want to give something 5 stars like that. But honestly, man, it was really great. And the fact that they had it in multiple different formats, I saw it in Dolby Atmos. It was beautiful. The colors, how it was shot. Coogler really makes his claim as one of the best, young filmmakers in Hollywood. Honestly, top 5. He's got to be. He's got to be. Every project that he puts out does numbers, but it's not just about the numbers. It's just also about the art itself. I would say the worst film out of all the films that he's put out is probably Black Panther 2. You know what I'm saying? As far as that goes. And honestly, you're handicapped when your star, your star, unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman passes away. So it kind of, handicaps and really hampers. And then the film also, uh, worked as like a tribute and a dedication to Chadwick as well. So, what I'm saying, I would say that out of all the like Fruitvale, we're talking about I blanked on it, but it's a lot of them joints like Fruitvale, Creed, the Creed series in general, and we're talking about damn, damn, damn. So we're talking about Creed, Fruitvale Station. We're also talking about Black Panther, that series as well, and then now Sinners. All of those have been successful at the box office, right? So that's something that's really, really inspiring for young Black filmmakers out there. The fact that he's really built it from the ground up, and he's done it in a way that's been exciting and has grasped and captivated audiences, which is really, really dope. And so the center stars, Michael B. Jordan, who beat the allegations, I would say. There were a lot of people talking a little bit spicy about Michael B. Jordan as far as like him being mediocre at acting. And I never understood why he got that type of hate. But he came through, and his portrayal of Smoke and Stack in this movie was phenomenal. He really pulled it off, and he did a great job. The story in general was masterfully written. and it's kind of like a blend of multiple different tales. Like, when you talk about there's an old tale where the devil basically made a deal with a guitarist for his soul, right? There's that. But there's also like Buddy Guy's tale, which was basically um, kind of similar to this one. So it was really masterfully told. Um, Man, Delroy Lindo, like everything that he's in, he always just takes hold of the screen. His comic relief in this movie was welcomed, and it was brilliant. And it's so funny. Uh, he's also like got a scene where they're in the car, and he tells a story, and he basically gives a backstory as to why his character drinks the way that he does, and it also kind of gives a historical context of Jim Crow South and how it was back in those times, and how just unrelenting and savage racism was back there. And he told that story. It was gripping, and it was just a very powerful moment within the film. But it's crazy to think that he is British. Like, it's wild. The British actors are really like, they're really like that. So Delroy Lindo, he came through, did his thing. Haley Steinfeld, she did her thing as well. Miles Cadden came for him to. This is his first role, right? His first role, knocked it out the park. And that's why I say you can also say this is musical, because man, this boy's really singing now. This boy really singing now. That boy's singing. He's singing too. All right. And if you go on my IG again, as C's Capital in real life, you can see when he was a young and he was built to do this. He was singing in the church. He really came up in the church. And that's another reason like why this story and this film in general is so dope, because he's playing a preacher boy and he was actually a preacher boy. You know what I'm saying? He's really like came up in the church. So it's like it's easy for him. I imagine that it was easier for him to really identify with this role, because that's something that he's really living. So it was really, he did a phenomenal job for it to be his debut. Amazing job. And I'm sure he'll get recognition, and I'm sure we'll see him. We'll see him like for the next few years. Like, we're going to be seeing a lot of him, because that kid's super talented and he's going places. All right. Jack O'Connell, he did a crazy, crazy job as the main villain. And those jigs, that Irish jig, that was fire. Like, that was fire. And it's also interesting, like the blend of like of this tale of like they need he needs their talents, right? He needs their talents in order to fulfill himself, right? And he needs to feed off of his talent, off of Preacher's Boy's talent, because that's the main reason why and what brought them to the shindig in the first place, right? So that was the main reason. So that's kind of crazy when you think about it. It's like, he sees the talent and he wants to use it, for his own purposes to enrich himself. He's not really concerned about him. So that was something that was really dope. Also, at the end, if you're listening to this anyway, you should know this is spoilers. So at the end of the movie, the final scene, that was really how sometimes when you get a post credit scene that we could have done without that, but that post credit scene was actually meant something, because you can actually think like, okay, wow, he was there the whole time protecting him within the shadows. Like, he was there the whole time. So, like, as a guardian, you know what I'm saying? Because remember, he says that he was watching him, and he bought all his records, right? So I think that's something that was really dope, like a really dope caveat. And then the him playing at the end, the fact that they had real musicians in here, real songs, it was fire. The recreation of the classic oil painting, like in that Ryan Coogler did inside of the when they were inside of the speakeasy, the partying. That was dope. That's just black art. That's just melanated excellence right there. I really don't know what to call it. The whole movie, melanated excellence right there. Like just fire. And like I it also made me think like, Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, they obviously have uh like a crazy type of connection and chemistry and things like that. And it just made me think of like, okay, who are some like great 1-2 tandems, right? Whether it be when we're talking writer and directors, right? So I was thinking, you got Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, you got Affleck and Damon. They're probably the ones on number one on everybody's list. Then you got Vince Vaughn and Favreau, right? And then I would say De Niro and Scorsese, right? So those are some, but like, what do you think? Who are some dynamic duos in film like on the big screen that you guys think need to be up there in that top five list? Who do you think is the best duo, within film like that? So yeah, like I would suggest and recommend that you get this on like a physical copy, digital copy, whatever like that. Get this at the crib. Get this at the crib. And I think it's really dope and awesome that Ryan Coogler is going to actually have the rights and own this film 25 years from now. And this is likeness to the deal that Quentin Tarantino has as well. So Variety with all that the haterism, the first weekend out, it was kind of crazy. They were hating on Easter. That was crazy. It was wild. But anyway, like that film is going to be okay. It's going to make its money, and it's going to continue to do numbers. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they put out next together, because this really did not disappoint. It really did not disappoint. So y'all tell me what you think. You tell me what your favorite parts of the movie were. Um, And yeah, this is, what I'm saying? I'm about to sign out. This has been Bunyanz Force. Um, Ciao. We out of here. Make sure you follow me on IG at C's Capital in real life. All right. And make sure you follow the YouTube. Go type in C's Bunyan on YouTube. Get in touch with me. Tap in with me. And yeah, let's continue to build this community. I promise I'm gonna do my best to be on these screens more and stream more. All right, so let's tap in, let's do it, and I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, and yeah, I just put a new project out on iTunes and Spotify. Type in C's Bunyan. All right, stream Peaceful Hippie too. Matter of fact, stream the whole catalog if you could. We had 1,200 listeners last month. Let's try to get that up. Let's build. All right, y'all tap in. All right, ciao, peace.